Local 4 News begins right now with a breaking news alert.
We begin first at 4 with breaking news from Sterling Heights, where a rescue is underway to try and save a worker trapped in a collapsed trench. Jermont Terry is there live with the very latest. Jermont.
Karen, again, a very frantic situation out here as this worker has been trapped for just over 2 hours, just about 2 hours. We're going to come to the scene now because by the firefighters on scene. Let's first start with what your name and what
My name's Chris Martin, Chief.
Happened, sir.
Hang on.
We're getting right to us. Okay. Thank you.
No problem. Can I get your name again?
So again, we're waiting to be briefed.
And we do apologize about that. We are going to try to bring back that signal again. There is a trench collapse. We understand that there is a worker trapped on Mound Road between 18 and 19 Mile Road. This is a breaking news situation, so please stand by. We will come back to that live shot as soon as we can establish that connection. Now let's go to this story, because this was a huge story all morning and afternoon. A deadly crime spree that began in Detroit and then ended in Ohio with a gunman shooting himself as police closed in. The man police spent hours trying to track down today is no longer a threat to the public, but police say he did shoot and kill 4 people in Detroit before carjacking someone in Van Buren Township and then shooting himself in Perrysburg, Ohio. Larry Spruill joins us now live with the very latest. Larry.
Kimberly, well, things are running as normal as possible at this gas station right now, but the whole neighborhood is talking about what happened, the shooting that happened at this gas station this morning. And now people are just concerned and worried about the crime here in this area.
Well, I got a phone call saying that I need to come down here.
That's how Terrence Hall got the news about what happened to his brother and niece. Police say his brother, Raphael Hall, his niece, and another woman were here at this gas station on Detroit's west side when they were shot to death by this man, 27-year-old George Anthony Davis Jr. Investigators say Davis pulled up to this gas station driving a small silver sedan when he pulled up to an SUV. Detectives tell me the suspect and the victim in the passenger seat of that SUV have a child together and got into some type of argument when things got heated.
He pulls a firearm from his waistband and he fires into the van. Then he fires to the guy pumping the gas and he goes back to his vehicle. It appears that he either got another gun or he reloaded and came back and fired more into the vehicle as well as the young man that was on the ground.
Hall says his brother and niece did not deserve this.
It's a shame that you can't go to the gas station that around the corner, well, behind your house.
Police say after the shooting, Davis drove to his cousin's house on Foss Street. That's when they got into an argument. Davis also shot and killed him and drove off in his car. And again, a total of 4 people dead here in this story. But coming up at 5, I'll tell you more about the victims in this case. We're live on Detroit's west side. I'm Larry Spruill, Local 4.
All right, thank you very much, Larry. Now we want to go back to our breaking news situation that was occurring earlier, the trench collapse that has occurred in Sterling Heights. And let's now join to find out exactly what's going on there. Let's listen into this press conference.
Work like this, you're digging in a trench, you're supposed to have some sort of wall systems that are set up. Does that look like that was the case here?
There is absolutely no shoring on the scene right now. OSHA is already here. I've already had conversations with OSHA, so we're working through the process of what we're doing for them. So when this is all said and done, they'll do their investigation. The Sterling Heights Police Department's on the scene. They'll take a piece in the investigation, but I don't want to place blame anywhere right now. I just want to get the body out safely without any of my men and women getting hurt. From what I understand, that's a good question, because I had the same question, but where our DPW, or it wasn't even our DPW, I think it was the boss that was here, he states he knows for a fact he was in the hole when it collapsed. So
and the total of people that were actually working on this job, or how many, do you know?
That I don't know. Nope.
What's the expected time that you guys expect to be here on scene until you get him out?
Well, we still haven't found exactly where he's at. From our understanding is he could be anywhere in a 10-foot span at the bottom of that. So we've got a vac truck coming from the DPW. with some help from Oakland County's mutual aid system, we're going to bring some equipment in that we can suck the dirt out instead of hand-to-hand shovel it. So unless in the next half hour we actually find where he's at and can hand dig him out, I can't tell you how long it's going to take us.
So you don't have a visual on him at this point?
We have not yet even identified where he's at in that trench.
And the thing about it, you said that hole is about 10 feet wide and 9 feet deep, you suspect?
It's only about 4 feet wide at the top. Maybe it's a little narrower at the bottom. But again, I don't know if there's anywhere from 1 or 5 feet of clay on top of the individual. So that much information I don't have. So until we can actually find out where he's at, because the trench is about 18 feet long, we're certain he's in within a 10-foot gap of where we've shored up. So we have to take it slowly and safely so that we don't get anybody hurt.
How disheartening is this for you, Chief?
Oh, it's terrible. It's just another tragic scene that the men and women have to deal with in their daily jobs.
Chief, thank you so much.
No problem.
You, all right, guys, so there you have it.
And there you have it.
And that was Jermont Terry reporting, as we just have updated, that an individual has lost his life in that trench collapse. They are actively trying to retrieve the victim's body from that collapse. This is a breaking news situation, and of course, we'll be following this and have more tonight at 5 o'clock. We do have another situation to share with you. U.S. Education Secretary Betsy DeVos announcing her department has launched a new investigation into Michigan State University's Title IX compliance. Now, it will specifically be looking into MSU's handling of reports of sexual violence against former employee Larry Nassar. Meantime, several of Larry Nassar's victims, they are in attendance right now at the state capitol in Lansing, where a package of bills is being introduced to increase protections for survivors of sexual assault under the law. Rob Maloney is there working that story at this moment, and he will have the latest at 5. Classes will resume Wednesday for students at Stoneman Douglas High School in Parkland, Florida, where a gunman killed 17 students and staff 2 weeks ago. Teachers were at school today. News cameras, understandably, were kept outside, and that is when they recorded this, an image of a bright rainbow in the clouds above the school, which appeared about the same time those teachers arrived this morning. On Sunday, students were allowed to return to Marjory Stoneman Douglas High for an optional orientation. For some, it was time to retrieve the books and backpacks and other belongings they left behind in the chaos following the shooting. For others, it was a time to see the fenced-off freshman building where the shooting took place and also share their deep emotions with fellow students. Meantime, President Trump touched on the Florida school shooting while meeting with many of the nation's governors today. He made a point of criticizing some of the deputies who responded that day, saying he would have done a better job.
But I think I really believe I'd run in there even if I didn't have a weapon. And I think most of the people in this room would have done that too, because I know most of you. But the way they performed was really a disgrace.
The president said he does not want all teachers who carry guns in school, but he does favor arming teachers who have what he calls a natural talent for carrying a weapon. A 13-year-old has been arrested in connection with a school threat against a middle school in Huron Township. Paula Tupman has been doing some digging into this recent string of threats. And Paula, we are seeing more of these, it seems, in the wake of school shootings like the one in Florida. But I know you've been doing some research to show the other side of the fact that these actually do occur throughout the year.
Yeah, listen, here's the thing. Counties are absolutely inundated with threats, Karen, and we're just talking about threats. It takes hundreds of hours to investigate and prosecute just a single threat. And so that's also really very taxing on the taxpayer. And here's the other thing. It is just plain a scourge.
Good morning. My name is Brian Gearbaugh, and I'm the superintendent of Milan Area Schools. This morning we received a bomb threat.
The Milan School District is not alone. School bomb threats and threats of violence are happening at an alarming rate. Just a sampling of area prosecutors' offices is startling.
In 2016, we charged 17 different juveniles with false report of terrorism or false report of a bomb threat, which are both felonies. 2017, the exact same number, 17 different juveniles. Now this year in 2018, we've already charged 5 different juveniles and 3 since Stoneman Douglas, which is scary in and of itself. But what's more scary is currently the Sheriff's Department has more than a dozen active investigations going on of school violence, of school threats.
Wayne County has a total of 44 charges in the year 2017, from false report or threat of a bomb to making terrorist threats. These are felonies. The malicious telecommunications use charges are misdemeanors.
Don't kid around, because we don't kid around. Don't even think about it.
In Oakland County, there have been 6 charges of making threats just since the shooting in Florida, including one with warrant paperwork still on the desk of Oakland County prosecutor Jessica Cooper to be processed today.
We are not kidding. Kidding is not a defense.
And it's not just students making the threats.
One of them was a mother who was very angry at the school or at some teacher, and she made a threat.
These are just a few of the lowlights. Tristan Newtonin Weinman, Kendall White, Christian Aguirre Roque. These are adults who could face between 4,000 to 20,000 years in jail if convicted. This is serious business, and prosecutors are leveraging the law as sternly as possible, even when many in the public say they are being too severe with juveniles.
For the school threats, this is my little darling. He's only kidding.
The days of law enforcement saying, that's just some kid crying out for help or some kid being a kid. Those days are so long over with that they don't exist anymore.
Most of the time in the juvenile facilities, we're going to charge the 20-year felony.
Yeah, and that's the thing. So we're talking about 4 to 20 years. By the way, Oakland County has a 100% conviction rate for these kinds of charges. And adults, I mean, it is no joke. It's no joke for juveniles either. And Karen, by the way, if you are a juvenile, they got something a little extra special for you. We're going to talk about that at 6 o'clock.
All right, thank you, Paula. Coming up first at 4, dramatic video just released of a fire at a major U.S. airport. What ignited inside someone's bag that led to chaos? Ben.
Sun shines out, but it is still February. Despite that, temperatures in the 50s across the board, and it gets even warmer tomorrow. Will we set a record? We'll talk about that coming up.
Updating breaking news. The construction worker trapped after a trench collapse has died. This happened about 2 o'clock at a construction site along Mound Road between 18 and 19 Mile Roads. The worker, part of a private contractor's crew, his body has not yet been located. That stretch of southbound Mound Road will remain closed until further notice. We'll be right back.
Coming up all new on Local 4 News at 5 and 6.
A mentoring program that you haven't seen before, young kids, virtual computing, and the police department all rolled into one.
All right, Nick, first at 4, we're on top of stories making headlines all around the world this Monday. The Supreme Court refuses to hear an appeal from President Trump to end the DACA program. The court said today that it will stay out of the dispute concerning the program for now, meaning participants will still be able to renew their status. The move lessens pressure on Congress to act on a permanent solution for DACA and its roughly 700,000 participants. In good health, a diet that could help reduce depression. Researchers at Rush University found people who followed the so-called DASH diet designed to lower high blood pressure were also less likely to develop depression over time. The DASH diet, rich in fruit, veggies, and whole grains. It also calls for fat-free or low-fat dairy products and limiting sugar and processed foods. Ben is back. So is the sun.
Yeah.
What a great, gorgeous day out there.
50-degree temperatures in February.
I'm loving it. And tomorrow's going to be really nice too, right?
Even warmer than today, yeah.
All right. Windy.
It will be windy, that's true. But remember that averages this time of year are in the mid to upper 30s. So we're well above that mark for this time of year. 52 is where we sit right now at Metro. There are some 40s out there, but there is sunshine all over the place. And we're going to keep those skies clear tonight. So that means things are going to get a little bit chilly, but they're still going to stay above normal going into tomorrow. Not much to look at satellite and radar wise. Rain's all out here to our south and east, and there is nothing coming down the pike, at least right now. It looks like our next chance precipitation is going to be rolling in here on Wednesday. That's good news for area rivers. Most of those have receded. We still got an issue out there in Livingston County. Huron River at Hamburg Township still above flood stage and likely will be through the middle of this week, as that's on a very slow fall. High pressure and control in the short term, so we have to wait have to is not the right word. We get to wait until Wednesday for our next chance of precipitation. This will be rain as a cold front sinks down close to us and just sort of pivots around the southern end of the state. That's going to keep showers around at least off and on through the day on Wednesday. Another system moves in from the south. This one's packing a little bit more moisture, and by 7 a.m. on Thursday, may see a couple sprinkles around, but as we get into the evening hours of Thursday, that changes over to snow, and it looks like we could be seeing some accumulating snow as we head towards the tail end of Thursday. But let's get through some very nice days before that. 33 tonight for the overnight low, and then look at these highs tomorrow. And keep in mind, our record high is at 63 tomorrow. We're going to get awfully close to that. Call it 59 there at Romulus, 59 in the city. Likely see some 60s down here in our south zone, Blissfield, Lambertville, Morenci. Pretty strong southwest wind tomorrow will boost those numbers, especially south of Detroit. Even in our west zone, as far north as Flint, you're going to be in the upper 50s, and not a whole lot of difference in our north zone tomorrow. Looking at mid to upper 50s for high temperatures to close the books on Tuesday. And we will close the books on February as we head towards Wednesday, 53 degrees, so a little bit cooler with that rain. Numbers keep going down, and again, rain turning to snow on Thursday. Weekend looking pretty good. A lot of sunshine as we start to climb back out of that hole of 39 for that high temperature on Friday, but that's average for this time of year, and then it's all gravy from there. More sunshine and milder temperatures on a pretty nice weekend ahead. Karen?
Ben, still ahead, missing on purpose. The reason a college basketball player deliberately left this one short instead of setting a new record for consecutive free throws made at his school. And up next, Monica Lewinsky weighs in on the Me Too movement and how she now views her relationship with President Clinton. All right, time now for a look at today's top trending stories. And this is getting a lot of attention on social media. In a new essay for Vanity Fair, Monica Lewinsky said the Me Too movement has forced her to confront the power dynamics of her 1990s affair with then President Bill Clinton. She said, quote, "I now see how problematic it was that the two of us even got to a place where there was a question of consent. Instead, the road that led there was littered with inappropriate abuse of authority, station, and privilege." Filmmaker Kevin Smith getting a lot of attention today. He says he survived a massive heart attack. He tweeted out this picture this morning. The photo shows him in a hospital bed explaining exactly what happened. He said he had 100% blockage of his LAD artery, known as the Widowmaker. He made the choice to go to the hospital after the first of 2 scheduled stage performances in Glendale, California, a decision his doctor says saved his life. Officials at Denver International Airport have released security footage of a vape pen catching fire at a security checkpoint. The video shows a bag that had cleared the screening catching on fire, causing travelers to run away from the flames. The fire only lasted about a minute before a TSA agent extinguished it. No one was hurt in the incident that investigators have ruled an accident. A vape pen's lithium-ion battery is believed to have made contact with conductive materials inside the bag. University of Iowa basketball player Jordan Bohannon is being praised today for missing a free throw. On Sunday, in a game against Northwestern, Bohannon was fouled and went to the line, knowing he was tied with former Iowa player Chris Street for the most consecutive free throws made. But Bohannon missed the shot on purpose. He did so because Street died in a car crash back in 1993, and Bohannon felt he should not break the record. He was fouled again a short time later and then made both free throws. Iowa went on to win the game. Jordan Bohannon was also a winner. Coming up first at 4, really snows very much in Rome, but they got 2 inches overnight. Got to see how folks at the Vatican put it to good use.
Is your family's clutter and mess causing you lots of stress? If so, you may be approaching the problem all wrong.
There are 4 distinct styles, and not everyone organizes the same way.
Tonight at 11, see why the kind of clutter you have could be the key to finally getting it under control. It's a clutter test to help you eliminate the mess.
Been denied